ಅವ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ.
ಅದರೇ ಏನ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಮ್ ದಂಧೆ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇವ್ರು ಹಿಂದೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ದಂಗ ಅದ.
ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರು?
ಅದೇನ ಇವ್ರು ನಮ್ ದಂಧೆ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇವ್ರು ಹಿಂದೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ದಂಗ ಅದ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತು 400 बगल नमगे जेली हाको
ट्राई करते हैं वो पूरा चाबी डाल के ये करे कुछ भी नहीं हुआ
वो कुछ होगा भी नहीं.
ಅದೇ मतलब ಏನು भी ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
उसको एक ही चीज कर सकते तुम आग लगा सकते
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ ಪಾಪ
या फिर बॉम्ब रख सकते हैं. दो काम कर सकते हैं, इसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं. पब्लिक से तो कुछ भी नहीं होगा सर. कितना भी तुम मरो 2-4 तब भी कुछ नहीं होगा.
सब पानी पी कर देखो तुम थोड़ा
नहीं
कर देखो तुम.
These are the farmers in Maniknagar village in Humnabad Taluk. They are exasperated because the water in their wells has been polluted. What they want to lock up are the chemical and pharmaceutical factories set up in Humnabad industrial area, the plausible contributors to water pollution. Why do they want these factories to shut down?
हैदराबाद में जो सारे केमिकल फैक्ट्रियां हैं इधर आके वो केमिकल फैक्ट्री डाल रहे हैं और उससे हमारे पूरे ये एनवायरनमेंट को डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं. इतना बढ़िया एनवायरनमेंट था पहले इधर. अभी लोग इधर आने के लिए हमारे गांव गडवंती, माणिकनगर, मुड़केरा, इधर बसंतपुर, ये 4 विलेज को तो इतना डायरेक्टली हार्मफुल इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं. लोगों को ज़्यादातर स्किन डिसीज आ रहे हैं, नए डिसीज आ रहे हैं. झाड़ अपने आप सूख गए उधर, कोई अच्छे फ्रूट नहीं हो रहे. और उधर का जब चारा खाने जाते थे तो वही पानी पीते थे. वो पानी पीने के बाद इतना जानवर मर गए हमारे पास. आजकल लोग जानवर ज़्यादा नहीं पाल रहे हैं. और वो जानवर को और बांझ बोलते हैं ना जानवर को, जो बच्चा देते हैं ना, बच्चा देने का कैपेसिटी कम हो रहा है जानवर.
ये क्रॉप एक ही साल आता है, दूसरा साल नहीं आता. एक क्रॉप दूसरा साल नहीं आता. अच्छा पानी था, बिल्कुल दूध पिए सो पानी था, मगर ये हमारे को खराब हो गया.
पी रहे घर से लाया हूँ, डब्बा है वहाँ.
And what if the industry expands?
ये कहते बेच रहा बोलो मैं क्या करो फिर उन्होंने फैक्ट्री डालो क्या भी डालो.
Humnabad, a taluk headquarter in Bidar district of Karnataka, is aptly positioned to be swarmed by business establishments. It is 160 kilometers off Hyderabad. National Highway 9 and State Highway 218 ensure better road connectivity. The first pharmaceutical company came up in Humnabad in the year 1995. Presently, there are 5 running chemical and pharmaceutical factories, and there are more waiting for consent. A notable point is, all these entrepreneurs are from Hyderabad. Om Prakash, a well-educated farmer and social activist, draws a parallel.
हालांकि अभी हैदराबाद में ऐसे केमिकल फैक्ट्रियों को उधर के हाईकोर्ट ने बैन कर दिया. वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं अभी दोस्तों इसकी एरिया छोड़ के कहाँ इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया है वहाँ जाके.
The industrialists, however, don't agree to this analogy. The Andhra Pradesh High Court banned expansion of industry in and near Patancheru Bolaram cluster in 1997 to check the havoc created by pharmaceutical and chemical industry. To fathom the impact of industrial pollution in Patancheru, let's listen from the author of the book Hell on Earth, Dr. Kishan Rao, who also heads the Patancheru Anti-Pollution Committee.
Social and agriculture impact is, now there is no agriculture here. All the there are about 14 water bodies in 14 villages. They are highly polluted. The highest rate of sickness is here in this area. And incidence of cancer is very high. Incidence of abortion, incidence of congenital anomalies. As we have seen in my book, that a girl without eyes development. It's only a single example. The mother's milk, very important arsenic and other metals in the mother's milk.
The ills of pollution aren't too grave in Humnabad as yet. But what if the industry really expands? Are we prepared? The discharge of industrial effluents into water bodies is prohibited in Karnataka. However, the treated water can be used for gardening or agricultural purposes. But what about the ethics and morals of the industry?
और जब बारिश होती है, बारिश में अपना वेस्टेज पूरे एकदम बारिश होने के बाद नाले में छोड़ देते हैं. वो नाले में आके पूरे क्या होते हैं, वो नाले में पानी अभी कारंजा डैम है, वो डैम को जाता है.
We will not get into the ethics here and talk about solutions. For attaining zero discharge with the available technology, an industrialist needs to have deep pockets. The other solutions where water is not reused leave a substantial amount of effluents for discharge on land, and the water seeps into the ground. Small and medium scale industry finds it difficult to adopt superior technology.
ओके सर, ये एक्चुअली बड़ा कंपनी को दे कैन एबल टू इन्वेस्ट मनी एंड दे कैन एबल टू बेर सम डेली एक्सपेंस, बट छोटा मोटा कंपनीज है ना, दे cannot break the daily investment.
Should we care for such undertakings?
You are a small scale industry. If you cannot treat your waste, if there is no technology to treat your waste, don't do it.
But can we go shutting down such industries? The industrialists suggest a solution.
What I am telling, the group system, that is the 10 companies or 20 companies or 100 companies, what is the group area, they have to implement some effluent treatment system, then the problem will automatically solve.
Is it something new? Surely not. But for that, more industrial clusters should come up.
In some cases, KDB reserved from some category. In some cases, that kind of industries may not come there.
A common effluent treatment plant was suggested for Bidar industrial area in 2005, which hosts a cluster of pharmaceutical industry. But even till recently, land wasn't allocated for it.
डिले नहीं होता है दिस ईयर, विद इन 1 year में होता है. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದಾಗೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಎಫ್ಲುಯೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ.
ಹೌದು, ಕೋಲಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾಗಿದೆ.
ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ मिला
मिला वो उधर के गांव के लोग ऑब्जेक्शन कर.
This haste comes from a report submitted by National Geophysical Research Institute after surveying groundwater conditions in the area.
ग्राउंड वाटर मॉनिटर नहीं किया था, टेक्निकल टीम नहीं आए थे इधर. Even though we monitored by we are given to NGRI, National Geophysical, they also given report. 100 borel में एक 10-15 खराब.
The industrialists say they need support from the government. Also, the government should ensure proper planning.
Time of land allotment, that government should have to allot some land regarding this ME or ETP, or that is also main solution.
Senior environment officer in Karnataka Pollution Control Board tells there was land in Bidar.
The land earlier earmarked for CETP, that was given to other industries.
Doesn't all of this smell of a remedial approach towards environmental issues, unlike China? China has more than 400 cancer villages suffering from malice of pollution generated by chemical and pharmaceutical industry. The Chinese government waited for a decade to accept the existence of cancer villages in the country. The government has banned certain chemicals now. Going back to common effluent treatment plant and it being touted as a panacea, Dr. A.H. Manjunath Reddy, professor of biotechnology, says it's not a universal solution.
For every industry, you have to modify that process based on your requirement, and then you have to implement that. So that is the problem, and that is the challenge over here, to have a common plant, common treatment plant, or anything like that. We cannot have a common treatment plant unless we in that area all the pollutants are of the common type.
Dr. Kishan Rao shares the same views and even adds to it.
Common effluent is to shield from the legal action. When I go to the court, he says I got a common effluent membership in the common effluent treatment.
However, Mr. Lingaraju says there is a way out.
The major thing is that segregation is the main part, like low TDS and high TDS. If low TDS is segregated properly, then the treatment is easy.
But Dr. Rao still argues.
There is no technology to reduce the TDS. What they are doing is they are diluting the effluent with high amount of water. They are shifting this partially treated effluent to the STP. They have shifted the pollution to other place. That is not a solution, no?
And there isn't just the liquid waste. Solid waste is also generated during the treatment process, and it is maintained in landfills, or to say it bluntly, dumped in landfills. by agencies providing transport, storage, and disposal facilities.
Scientific feeling, that's not dumping. No, we have to go with the whatever the limited options are there and whatever the right now technology is available.
Are we too short-sighted? Dr. Manjunath feels so.
So people will say they are dumping in a scientific way and all, but as of now, whatever the type of the pollutant that you are going to add to the any type of the soil, which may be directly or immediately using or not, so it is going to cause one or the other day, it is going to cause any other damage to the nature.
The environmental law in the USA mandates using precautionary principle for issues related to the environment. Can we take a cue from it? Bulk drug industry from India finds a steady market in the United States of America. America is shifting to green chemistry and has reduced waste generation substantially. Karnataka Pollution Control Board also suggests the industry to go green.
Before issuing of CFE, their project will be deliberated in depth and suggest like this is the green chemistry, why don't you go change your process like that, why don't you use other alternatives like that.
Dr. Manjunath Reddy feels the need for motivating the industrialists.
They have to be given subsidies or awards or anything like that, and one can even sell their carbon credits.
Cannot be achieved by mere motivation. Even this thing binding should also be there on their part.
There isn't a binding as well, but Pollution Control Board predicts a better future.
Hope for this thing good in the future, but past also that some of the technology was not available, people are not aware.
The status of the pollutant industry has certainly improved, but we might just be moving too slow.
Yeah, research is happening, but still the research had to taken place. Whatever the research that is happening in India is very less compared to the demands that are there.
The solutions are few, but they will come once we start asking questions, and it's time we ask the right ones so that these people don't face the repercussions.